Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Royal Sussex Live. Hello, one and all. I am so glad you're here. Welcome to Royal Sussex. Okay, so hello to Carolyn Soares and Maureen Danian. Hello, Karen, Sharon Augustine, Joan Commonwealther, Matt Worrell, Annie Bennett, Adrian Barrow, Ray Raquel, Betty Glenn, Judy Rigaud, Annie Bullard, Beverly Hardy wants to say hi, and Fatal Heckman rather, and of course, Brenda Phillips. Hi, Brenda. Fancy, Terry H, Pamela Melissa Davies, Joan Commonwealth, Rory B, Eliza, uh, Eliza. That's hi, Eliza. Melissa, you too, and Marcia Ware, Lucy Wynn, Mad World, Stephanie Scheiss. Hi. Hello to Reba Henderson, Rosa Roberts, Connie Balmer. Hello, Connie Balmer. Okay. And let me see. Compton Cali Gal is here. Veronica Quick. All right. Let me see. That's I love Joan. I'm sorry, not Joan, but Grace Jones. Love Grace Jones. Anyway, hello, Miss Libby Hemmings. All right. I think we're good. I don't want to go too far back, but oh, I see you guys have been waiting a while. Hi, Lydia. Lydia may be in a meeting right now, but when she comes back, okay. Mary H. Very good. Oh, live viewers comments show up on. Oh, that's at the very top. I never clicked on that before. All right. Very good. Anyway, I'm so glad you all are here. Well, let's get started, shall we? There we go. There's my two faves. And that, of course, is the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Happy Wednesday to them. Gosh, it's already hump day. Anyway, things have been just like amazing. Uh, you know what? I was working on that. I was working on that. I tell you what, let me see. Let me see if I can pull that up right now. I didn't put anything on it because you guys, I'm just kind of like, you know how shy I am. So I was just like, uh, uh, but yeah, anyway, I will definitely work on that. I thought I did that already though. Okay, I see it says your list. I don't know how that works. Let me see your list. So, okay, I want problems. Okay, I see where I have a wish list. I tried to do that. And oh man. Okay. Okay. So, what if I do this? What if I do this? Nope, I'm not going to do that right now. But yes, I do have one, and I will share that with you all on the community tab. I promise. Oh, is this it? And I'm only bothering with it right now because I would be curious to know if that actually works. So let me see. Um, mm-hmm. How do you share it though, right? Okay, send list to others. All right, that's what I'm looking for. Send list to others. Um, Anyone with a link can view your list without making edits. Really? Now, okay, what if I send this list to people, right? And then you all just order a bunch of stuff and I have to pay for it? Wouldn't that be a nightmare? Wouldn't that be a nightmare? Okay, so let's do this. Um, copy link. Copy link. Okay, link is copied. And oh, I gotta unprivate that. All right. Unprivate that. Um okay, yeah, I probably shouldn't do this now. I should wait until I have more time. Oh man. I don't want you all to see everything that I've been searching. You'd be like, he needs to get out more often. But okay, Lucy Wynn, I promise I will take care of that. Okay, let me see. Mama Bub says, "Hi everyone. Wouldn't it be so funny if the at least one egg would have landed on Charles's head?" Why, whatever do you mean? What egg? I don't know anything about eggs. I'm just kidding. Thank you so much for the super chat, Mama Bub. And that would be hilarious. I mean, just dripping yolk. That would have been like the money shot of the year. One that we wouldn't soon forget. But it was really an egg insurrection. That's exactly what it was. An egg insurrection. Thank you so much for the super chat, Mama Bub. And also thank you for that visual in my mind's eye. Oh man. So anyway, this is Royal Sussex, and of course we are here for our faves, Prince Harry and Princess Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, as well as Archie and little bit Diana, and of course Mama Doria, and as they say on the Beverly Hillbillies, all them critters, especially the ones that live in that hotel on their property. They have a hotel that is called the Chick Inn. Yes, they have a hotel called the Chick Inn. So even those over at the Chick Inn, which are actually part of the Sussex security team, yes, the people that live at the Chick Inn, that is part of their security. So they are very well protected in Montecito. And as you know, in Montecito, as we say, there are no leaks in Montecito. Okay. There we go then. All right. All right. Hello, Mary H. Glad you're here. All right, moving on. So don't forget, if you haven't pre-ordered your book, The Spare, booyah! Don't forget to do that. Don't forget to order your spare. I got mine like within the hour when it was first released. I ordered from Target.com because I don't like to give all my money to the Walton family and certainly not to um, the Bezos family. I'd like to remember the people at Target. Um, so I order a lot of things from Target whenever possible. And also, here's my public service announcement. If there are any toiletry items, any personal care items, sometimes you may buy things from the interweb that are not exactly what they appear to be. You know what I mean? Counterfeit products. So to avoid that, I will order from places like um let's see, Target, or even sometimes Walmart, or anytime I feel like it may not be exactly what I was shopping for. And also I like to get my batteries from someplace that is reputable. Um and I'm not saying anybody that sells them are not reputable, but that is why I use those companies, especially when I'm buying certain electronic devices, because I need to know that it is quality, and I really trust whatever I purchase from Target. Haven't had a problem, so that is why I tend to show them favor at times. All right, so that was my public service announcement. Archetypes. Don't forget, if you have a cell phone, or I think you can do it on a tablet as well, but I don't think you can do it on a computer. But if you have not rated Archetypes as of yet, please do. There you can see the people that were on last time. It was a huge show as far as I'm concerned, and I can't stop thinking about Victoria Jackson and Melanie Hobson. I just cannot stop thinking about them. I thought they were just powerhouses, and how appropriate for our Duchess to pair them up on the same podcast. And of course, no disrespect to anyone else who has been on there, past, present, or future, but um, I feel a certain motivation from those two ladies. It was very powerful, and I can't stop thinking about it. So, if you haven't listened to the podcast, please do. Not just to show your support, but I promise you, you'll find something in there that you need to hear. There's something you need to know, and I promise you, you'll find something, and you'll think about it days later, like I am right now. So, there you are. And one more visual aid. As you can see, there is a cell phone and or tablet. Again, go to those three dots on those devices, and that is where you'll find an opportunity to rate the podcast. And then there's this. Oh, let's just start off with the tacky stuff, shall we? Let's start off with the tacky stuff. Um, you better hit it, Annie. Okay. Um, so the Australian news media never disappoints. They never, ever, ever disappoint. They always are on some you know what, okay? And just like our Duchess, I don't really like to swear, but they're always on some BS. Always. And of course, I don't want to condemn everyone on Australian television. I don't want to condemn any citizens of Australia. It's just my frustration that is speaking right now. So if you look here, thank you, Royal Suitor, for pointing this out. Great news for everyone interested in buying Meghan's Archwell cap. In a morning show on 7 exclusive, Peter Ford revealed that he has the super secret, invisible to the naked eye purchase link that no one else in the world has found. Maybe he'll share it, share his affiliated link. So Meghan is wearing an archetype hat. Harry has also worn the archetype hat. I even remarked how I would love to have that archetype hat, but I did not go to the Archwell page looking for it because the Archwell page is all about news, human interest, and philanthropy, paying it forward. It is not about retail sale, but somehow out of sheer okay, I don't want to say hatred because that's such a strong word, but because of their hatred, they seem to have found something that the squad has overlooked. I'll let you take a listen. I'll let you take a listen.
But the cap is the Archwell cap and its logo, so that's merchandise, merch.
Yeah. Merch,
so
yeah, exactly.
Is there a link so you can go and buy the cap?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You can go onto the Archwell Foundation. It's all there.
It's my Christmas present.
Oh.
You can buy.
Did you want that?
Buy me a Meghan cap.
Oh, I got you the Queen Elizabeth tea towel that the one you don't have. You got the other 20.
I think you're going to say the tiara, and I'll still accept that. But the cap is the Archwell cap and its logo, so that's merchandise, merch.
Yeah. Merch,
so
yeah, exactly.
Is there a link so you can go and buy the cap?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You can go on.
Okay, I just wanted to hear that one more time. Oh, yes, you can go on the Archwell Foundation website. Now, see, this is the thing. When Harry and Meghan left royal duty, when they decided to step back from royal service, it was promised, it was, whatever, etched in stone that they would not in any way violate a promise that they will not use their titles of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex for trade or commerce. They could use their titles, but they're not going to use it for trade or commerce. So they are His and Her Royal Highness. That has not been stripped away from them. They are still the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. And yes, Harry and Meghan are royal prince and princess. None of that stuff has changed. No matter what the Deranger says, that is still a constant, and that is not changed. So, as I have often said, they have not put a foot wrong since they left Narnia. Not a foot wrong. But they would like, hi, Black Queen, they would like for us to believe that there is a link on their website because they're selling merchandise like t-shirts, hats, pot holders, tea towels, coffee cups, and of course tea. Don't forget, I just got a tea set for my birthday. That is a decorative collectible canister of morning blend tea. So all of that stuff is supposedly available. The only thing is, none of us can find the freaking link for it. I could not find the link. I don't think you all could find the link either. And I know why you all can't find it. It doesn't exist. There is no link. There is no link to buy that hat. They have a company, and in their company, there is a team of people that work for them. And of course, that team of people that they have hired have been gifted products bearing the name of their foundation, Archwell. Okay, so there's Archwell Productions, and then there's Archwell the Foundation, but neither one of them are selling merchandise, and so leave it to those pickleheads on Australian television to, I guess you just have to call it a lie. I don't know what else to call it when somebody says for sure that they know something exists that certainly does not. I believe that constitutes a lie. Now, let me be polite and say, oh, he misspoke. Whatever it was stupid because he had no way to verify one way or the other. But he just, with all the authority of some public figure on television, just told everybody that there was something there that isn't. But there is no there because that link does not exist. So, anyway, gotcha. Boy, I tell you, the lengths that they go through to try to cause embarrassment to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Leg says a super chat. This is the same people that mocked Meghan and Harry's gorgeous picture from one young world. When people called them out, she pretended that she was embracing the pic. Well, I didn't see that one, but I wish I did because, of course, like the rest of the squad, I'm keeping receipts. So this is yet another receipt to hang on to. So when such a topic comes up again, I can say, that's just like, I love to keep my receipts. Thank you so much, Legs, and thank you for the super chat and for watching Royal Sussex. Happy Wednesday to you. Okay, what am I doing here? I keep clicking these. Let me see. Peter Ford and those clowns are envious of the Sussex's success and that they have to spew their lies as usual. Shaking my head. Yeah. Yeah, it is so tacky. It is really, it's the height of tacky. It's tacky. Um, just an unworthy lie. You know what I'm saying? It's just unworthy. Okay, The Crown is here. I have not watched it yet. I am going to try to do that this evening. I'm going to, get myself comfortable and set up and everything so I can watch The Crown. So looking forward to it. It is going to be awesome, I hope. As you know, sometimes we get all built up with expectations, and time again, The Crown has let us down by humanizing some quite inhumane people. But I hope I hope that, especially since the Queen has passed away, and we have covered everything to do with the Queen up until the 1990s, the year of her horrible anus, um, or is it anus harp that since we've covered all of the horrible anus stuff, I'm just hoping that we can move forward and, you know, um, really start telling the truth about that. I'm not even going to tell you what I just almost slipped and called them, but those people. I mean, it wasn't any foul language or anything, but um, I had to catch myself that time. But yeah, so the firm, as it were, we have to, be ready to call them out. So, but what does one need to prepare for the crown? Excuse me. I think we have covered that before. Let me see if I can find that. Preparation for the crown includes, and but not exclusive to, you want to have, you want to have, there it is. You want to have your popcorn, your Twitter, some nice tea, and if necessary, a good inhaler. As Omid said when the oh gosh, what was this? Oh, this was for the Oprah interview. Omid was like, ready. So yeah, if you're ready or ready, that's what you need to be ready, is you need to have that kind of stuff. Let me see. Oh no. Well, thank you for trying, Debbie. I'm glad you came. Try to catch up on the rebound. And good night to you. Official Lauren Brown. Hi, Lauren. Welcome to Royal Sussex. Happy Wednesday to you. Okay. Let me get back over here and go there. All right. So this is it. This is the moment. King Charles and Camilla consort, Queen consort. Oh, let me do that again. King Charles and Queen consort are pelted with eggs by eco-activists shouting England is built on blood of slavery. I like him already. I do. I really do like this kid. Let that sink in, shall we? England is built on blood of slavery. Wow. And notice his likely demographic is 20 something. As you guys have noticed time and time again, it's the younger generation that seems to carry the message to the establishment, and not necessarily about any particular thing. It's an assortment of things, like, for instance, the environment, the history of slavery and colonization, as well as, of course, the systematic, I guess, impoverishment of certain sectors of the Union, the mistreatment of the Irish, the Scottish, the Welsh, as well as anybody else, in the Commonwealth for that matter, which at one time was called the Empire. So the chickens have come home to roost, and the young people are calling them out. And it just so happens to be on the day that the crown premieres. And I'm surprised they're not making a big deal out of the crown and the situation. But you know what they call it? Copycats. Now, I'm not wishing anything on anybody because I'm just not that kind of person. Like, for instance, when that cow kicked that pig in the groin, did you hear me go on and on about it? Okay, yeah, maybe I did. But yeah, when that cow kicked that big moose-headed fool in his groin, I did kind of go on and on about it because, it was like being drop kicked by karma. So, but this situation, I am going to take the high road and say, gee, that's interesting. That's it. I am going to take the high road and say, gee, that's interesting. So Charles seemed visibly shaken by the event, although I must say, as shaken as he gets. I mean, Charles, it's like, whatever eggs mean. He nearly ruined my suit. Or let me see, what's another good one? There's too much plastic in our oceans, and people are throwing eggs. It's so many ways that he probably could have rebounded from that, but yeah. Anyway, nobody got hurt. The kid was roughed up a little bit and arrested, obviously, but it was really an egg insurrection. Um, and so now I'm going to start calling him and William the egg and the peg. I mean, really, they are just the egg and the peg. Oh dear, oh dear, he nearly ruined my suit. Camilla, Camilla, that gentleman nearly ruined my suit. Whatever ruin means. I mean, look at it. A beautiful egg that could have provided nourishment to at least one person was viciously thrown to the ground. And anyway, they do have it on tape. They do have it on tape. But I'm sure you guys have seen it already. As a matter of fact, I do believe the Duchess of Success posted the video. So let me see if I can find that. Let me see if I can find it. Uh huh. Okay. Let me try that one. Okay. Maybe this ain't gonna work out. But oh, I know how to do it. I know how to do it. I will find that video and share it with you guys. Whatever egg means. Okay, and I got that. I got that. The egg insurrection. I just want to make sure that I get one that is not copyrighted, because that could be a problem. Okay, the non-copyright version of the egg insurrection. Oh dear. Whatever eggs mean. Okay, nope, not that. Not that. Huh. Okay, yeah, this is not working out, so I better quit while I'm ahead. Or wait a minute, let me try that one more time. And when that lady curtsies, right? That one lady did a bit of a curtsy, and I'm just like, did she curtsy or was she dodging the egg? That's what I was trying to figure out. Was that a curtsy or was she dodging the egg? So, huh? Nope. Yep, not working. I don't remember how I did that last time. So, uh, before I get in the thick of it, I better. Oh, wait. Is that it? Nope. So I can share that one. But what about that one? Oh. Wait. I got this. I got it. Nope, I don't. I do. I don't. I do. Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Okay, so I want to do this, right? And then, oh, crap. Oh, I almost let out a I almost let out a swear. Okay. I'm trying to uphold this lovely image that you guys have of me as best possible. Okay, sorry guys, not working, not working. I cannot make it work. But let's move on then. So that was that. Now, you can see frozen in time, there is the egg. And Leg says, doesn't Tampon have his servants throw out eggs if they are not the proper temperature? Maybe he has some disgruntled palace aides. What goes around? Yes, what goes around does get thrown around. And yes, I have heard that he has this thing about the proper egg temperature. That egg is not the proper temperature. It's not warm enough, whatever warm means. And so it's actually easy to do Charles. And the funny thing is, when you do a Charles imitation, one has to lean in. You have to lean and kind of mumble out the corner of one's mouth whatever egg means. It does you have to sound very erudite and rather pompous. And you can any I think anybody can do a good Prince Charles, or I'm sorry, King Charles the Third. Thank you so much, Legs. And again, thank you for the super sticker and watching Royal Sussex. Let me see. I know. And believe me, Shirley, I am so much fun on a road trip. Believe me, if you have a long ride ahead of you, you must have me in the car because there's never a dull moment. I promise. Especially if I get a bag of M&Ms. It's on. All right. So, let me get this old booby off the screen there. And so right there, I could see Charles leaning in. He nearly ruined my suit. And of course, Camilla's saying, I'm just glad they didn't mess up my hair. I've been wearing this hair since the premiere of the Charlie's Angels, and I'm rather particular about it. So that's pretty much all they were thinking. You guys would probably think that they were terribly shaken by this event, but Charles is saying, I'm just rather glad they haven't ruined my suit. Do you know how difficult it is to buy a pinstripe, ducktail, double-breasted suit nowadays? And then of course Camilla's like, yeah, I promise you, I really just brushed my hair, and it takes a while to lift. One must lift one's hair. So the two of them are so out of touch. They didn't realize that they were nearly pelted by a dozen eggs, but that's because they're kind of full of themselves. I mean, it's just a finely tailored suit. You can't find suits like this anymore. They don't make them any longer. Okay. Revealed protester who pelted King Charles and Queen Consort with eggs is Green Party candidate and XR activist who blogged about climate change and was president of Gardening Society while studying politics at University of York. Like I said, leave it to the youngins. Patrick Thowell has been involved in various left wing and green protests. I'm surprised they didn't say woke. He previously blocked London Bridge and a road leading to newspaper presses. You know what? Does he have a GoFundMe? Does he have a GoFundMe? Did you hear that? He is also uh, blocked London Bridge and the road leading to newspaper presses. Then Prime Minister Boris Johnson called the stunt completely unacceptable. Well, I don't know. One man's unacceptable is another man's freedom of speech. So, yes, it is not proper to throw things at people. And yes, he could have ruined my suit. He could have ruined Prince Charles's suit. But or even worse, do you know how long it would take to get that egg out of Camilla's hair? Do you know how long it would have taken to find that egg if it had got stuck in Camilla's hair? Anyway, um, oh man, what came first? Says Legs, the silky chicken or the egg? I would say pass. I don't know. Somebody has been waiting for this moment, Legs. Someone has been waiting for this moment, and you do not disappoint. Thank you so much again for the super chat. He nearly ruined my suit. This suit is custom. I got this from Fleet Street or wherever Where do they make those suits? I forgot. But okay, so let me just say this. I think Charles was probably okay with, the fact that the eggs were likely organic. I'm sure that he has well, at least the eggs were organic rather than throwing something from big agriculture. At least he's thrown organic eggs. It's hard to get the other stuff out of the fabric. It could have been ruined, but at least he threw the organic eggs. So, yeah, take comfort in the fact that he was pelted with a free range organic egg from Sunny Queen Farm. Sunny Queen Farms. Exactly what is a Sunny Queen Farm? I mean, why do I get this feeling that Sunny Queen Farm is owned by Edward? Huh? Sunny Queen Farm? Why do I get a feeling that farm may be wholly owned by Prince Edward? Maybe Edward was upset because he didn't get that Duke of Edinburgh title that he wanted. And so maybe, just maybe, if there is a queen that owns Sunny Queen Farms, I think I have just identified the culprit. Huh. Well, let me get back to you on that. I mean, someone who has that bespoke maxi coat, a military maxi coat that does not exist anyplace else in the British United Kingdom military. Also, with those very firm thighs and those Michael Flatley dancing heels, I would say that if they had to go undercover and figure out who owns the Organic Queen Farm or whatever it is, uh, Sunny Queen. If they have to figure out who owns Sunny Queen Farm, well, I tell you what, they may not have to do an extensive investigation because I think I have just identified the culprit. So, whatever whatever Sunny Eggs Farm means. All right. So, but yeah, I'm just kidding. Um, there's probably a queen that owns it, but just not this one. Um, there's a whole nother queen that's probably behind Sunny Queen Farms. Um, which reminds me, what is Diana's butler doing these days? Huh? What is Diana's butler doing? I'm just asking for a friend. Oh man. Anyway, so there was more than one egg found on the streets of York. So I'm wondering, was one egg thrown and maybe the other one just dropped? Maybe somebody got a little excited from the situation and dropped the egg of her own. I'm just asking for a friend. Um, maybe under all of the makeup and all of the clothes, maybe there's like some type of hybrid, person that is capable of doing a walkabout and laying an egg at the same time. I'm just saying, I'm trying to sort this out. I know it's not likely that, you know, that person is capable of that, but I'm just saying, if it were true, Oh man, I wouldn't be surprised if it were true. I'm not saying that it is, but if it were possible, then we know where that egg came from. Papa, 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 Charles, Papa, 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 Charles, Charles, Papa, Papa. And then my other theory is, since one walks around with hair that looks like a bird's nest, maybe there was a migratory bird roosting or resting in that bird nest of a hairdo, and maybe one just fell out. I mean, there has been times when there's a good gust of wind that one may have noticed that there are eggs up there. So maybe that's where it came from. Maybe it just rolled. Oh man, maybe it just rolled out of her hair. You never know where these things come from. Oh, let me see. All right, let me turn that off so we're not disturbed while I'm trying to sort out this egg insurrection that's going on. And there he is. There's our wow. Did I almost call him hero? Now, you know what, guys? I'm just going to make a prediction. Let's face it. This kid is a little hottie. He is going to have quite a fan base, let me tell you. It's not going to hurt him none that he has these photos being circulated by the Fail in other publications. So, yeah, I mean, he's easy on the eyes. I think that he's going to do well for himself. What say you? Yeah, he's rather attractive. So I think with those high cheekbones and that great chestnut brown hair, that he should do okay for himself. So I'm just making a prediction. He's going to have a following. He's going to go from a relatively unknown, obscure produce manager or whatever he does for a living. Whatever it is he does for a living, or an agitated farm worker, whatever it is he does for a living, he's going to do okay for himself. And of course, they roughed him up a bit. And I tell you, this kid has got what they call moxie, right? He's got what they call moxie. I mean, he's just like smiling and well, at least he didn't call him a sick old man, right? I mean, it could have been worse. He could have called him a sick old man, but he didn't do it. Isn't this like Christmas? Christmas has come early this season. I promise you it has. I woke up this morning and I'm just like, ho hum, blah, 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 blah. Here's another day. Wonder what's happening. And then all of a sudden I found out that there has been an egg insurrection. It's rather an egg insurrection. So disgusting. Oh man, poor Charles. Well, you know what? It rather reminds me of another situation with Charles. I mean, let's just face it. He hasn't had an easy time of it since he's taken the throne. Everybody knows it. He's had a rough time at it. And let's do a flashback.
While we struggle to heat our homes, we have to pay for your parade. The taxpayer pays 100 million for you, and what for? Needham Renin, not my king. Charles, while we struggle to heat our homes, we have to pay for your parade. The taxpayer pays 100 million for you, and what for? Needham Renin, not my king.
Of course, Charles didn't help with that. Well, Charles Nelson Riley face. I mean that face that he pulled when he But let me show you this little shade. According to Celebici, these are photos from an event Charles did yesterday, the foreshadowing. I love that. How is it yesterday, just yesterday, he was touring an organic egg facility, and the very next day, splat. The very next day, splat. I mean, you couldn't have made this up. He goes to an egg producing place, and then the very next day, he's being pelted by eggs. So I'll tell you this: if he's ever watched any of those Warner Brother cartoons, I would stay away from piano factories, anvil factories, and I would stay away from a quarry, because you know in those cartoons they always have the boulder dropped on them. So I would stay away from all of that stuff. Stay away from piano. stay stay away from pianos, trains, um, uh, quarries, and anvils. Stay away from all of that stuff, because if this is any indication of what's possible, I would stay away from all of that stuff. I mean, let's say he's touring a piano factory, and then the next and then the next day a piano falls on him. You see what I mean? That would just be such a terrible bit of irony that all of a sudden we hear like the smashing of a piano, and poor Charles has just been hit by a piano. So I would stay away from anything that has been like in a Bugs Bunny cartoon. Oh man. Oh, I tell you, I have been smiling from ear to ear all day. And it's happened before, you guys. Do you remember that night at the opera or the Royal Variety Show? And he and Camilla were out, and Charles, being a big know it all, the driver wanted to take a safer route. The security said, no, we shouldn't go that direction because, blah, blah, blah. But Charles said, oh, we can just head that direction. It doesn't matter. And so they did go the direction that he wanted to go. And this is the result of it. This is the result. The car was pelted with paint, windows smashed. That really did happen. So I think from now on, Charles, you should listen to people. But he didn't listen. And the Royal State Bentley was nearly destroyed. And look at the look on Camilla's face. What? Look at the look on her face. But just like with the egg insurrection, they stayed calm and carried on. So the reign of King Charles III is becoming, what do they call it? Art imitating life. It seems to be art imitating life. Now, this isn't the worst thing that could have happened. I mean, after all, especially for Camilla, as we know, that's a tough old broad. As they say, I've been rained on, rode hard, and put to bed wet, put up wet. So, when you consider, she's a tough one. She's a tough old bird, and it'll take more than that to shake her up. Way more than that. So, there was something on the Jeremy Vine show today, and I would say please prepare your audio so you can hear it clearly. I'm going to play it from my computer, so it's not the best audio, but here goes.
From Lancashire, what's your thoughts? Do you think David Tindall will do wonders for the PR for the royal family?
Well, I mean, why should the royal family be upset?
Because maybe the royal family don't really want the general public to know that two of their members like to go out and get smashed.
I mean, there's nothing, let's face it, I mean, look at where we're up to now. We've got two divorcees on the throne. You've got Prince Charles, the royal sanitary towel. That's his own description of himself. And we've got Camilla, the royal floozy.
Oh, don't know if that's fair, David.
Worry about upsetting those.
You think they've got nothing to lose then? Is that what you're saying?
So he said you got King Charles, the royal sanitary pad, and the royal floozy on the throne. That was his words, not mine. All I can say is he went there. He went there. So, like I said, His Royal Majesty King Charles III is off to a mighty rough start. This is not good. This does not look good by any shake of the imagination. Yeah, you cannot make this stuff up. One could not make this stuff up. It is breathtaking how otherworldly this is. It's like all of the dignity and respect that was given to the Queen, it's like everybody's doing the opposite. Well, not everyone, but he's not popular. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. Do I have another one? There you go. Looks like she was dragged through the hedge backwards. I like that. I'm going to have to borrow that one. I am going to have to borrow that. Hello, B10. Thank you for being here. Hi, Church Nelly. Cookies and cream. Hello, cookies and cream. Okay, so let's change the subject, shall we? Chris Evans, sexiest man alive. Do you guys agree or not? Sexiest man alive. Well, that's according to People magazine. People magazine has dubbed Captain America, with that wall of hair, the sexiest man alive. I like him. I like him because as a native Bostonian, he was very quick to call out Boston as being one of the most racist cities, big cities in America. And yes, Boston has had some pretty horrific racism. So he's quite the activist. And for that, I would say that he deserves to be 2022's sexiest man alive. So that is what's new. And as you can see, some of the former winners. Let me see. You know what? It's so weird. I'm looking at their faces. All right. So you got, anyway, you can see them. The text is too small to make out, but yeah. So Chris Evans, Captain America, the sexiest man alive, according to People magazine for 2022. Now, I tell you, if it's been rough finding a date, once you get that title, I think that should open up things for you. Oh, I see you guys all have your Michael B. Jordan has won already. I don't think you can win it twice, right? And didn't Boris Cujo win before? Let me see. Who else do we have here? Let me see. Kitchen Door says, "I have had enough and ready to speak their truth, whether anyone likes it or not." There you go. Thank you for your comment. And Church Nelly says, "No, Boris Cujo is the sexiest man alive." Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a nice honor to have been nominated, but of course, in spite of that, they overlooked me and they decided to go with someone else. I'm okay with that. I mean, I myself have been nominated in the past, and even though I am rather humble, and especially now that I got some new teeth, I mean, if I would have had my teeth at the time when they were, making their decision, things could have gone a whole nother direction. So now that I got my teeth, I may be in the running next year. Thank you so much, Elaine Parker, and thank you for the super sticker and for watching Royal Sussex. Happy Wednesday to you. Okay. Oh, May 6th, Prince Archie's birthday. That's the only way people will watch my coronation. So, you know what they say, karma. So he selected Archie's birthday as the day for his coronation, just to make sure people watch it. Well, that is also the day. Oh, there it is. There's that Charles Nelson Riley face. But you know what? I have to say, he didn't do it while they were throwing the eggs. I guess I got my slides out of order. I knew that was in there somewhere. But yeah, he didn't do that when they were throwing the eggs. But I think that's something that runs in the family. Anytime that they are challenged or in stress, under stress or whatever, they start pulling that Charles Nelson Riley face. Oh no, you again. Isn't that what he told Liz Truss? Oh no, you again. Oh dear. Oh dear, you again. Yeah, okay. So the other thing that's happening on May the 6th, 2023, they are having a march for independence in Glasgow. So if you guys don't want to go to the coronation, you could always go to Glasgow. As the guy says, Neiman Marcus. That means not my king.
Pay for your parade. The taxpayer pays 100 million for you, and what for? Needham Renin, not my king.
See there? Neiman Marcus, not my king. Denise Taylor, thank you so much for the super sticker, and thank you so much for watching Royal Sussex. Happy Wednesday to you. Okay. Oh, and the other thing is, we're going to protest the coronation. Are you? Yellow T-shirt guy will likely be there, so that's another reason. I'm not saying that you should protest the new king and his queen consort. I'm just saying that there are alternative ways to amuse yourself if you decide that you don't want to watch the coronation. You could always go out there and, I don't know, like take some bottled water or something and pass it out and give not my king yellow T-shirt guy a bottle of water or something. So, or your phone number, whatever. He'll be there with that form-fitting, bicep hugging yellow T-shirt of his. I declare, there wasn't a red wave. I declare, oh, as I live and breathe, my goodness, I declare there wasn't a red wave like a Southern Belle like myself anticipated. There's no red wave this midterm election. Um, I just be a Southern Belle, just going about my way, and I declare. So looks like Lindsey Graham is a bit disappointed, you guys, because yes, they may actually win the Congress, but the Senate is still up in the air, right? And well, anyway, Lindsey Graham, that Southern Belle, Lindsey Graham, actually had to go on the television and tell people, I declare there was not a red wave as anticipated. There was no red tsunami. I declare. Oh my! If I'm so parched, if I could just have a mint julep and sit under that magnolia tree, because my head is spinning because there was not a red wave. I declare. So the South. Um, well, we all know what happened with the governor's race in Georgia. But anyway, Miss Lindsey Graham. Anyway, that's Southern Belle. Poor Miss Lindsey Graham. I need to calm down, or he'll suffer from the vapors. I'm sorry, he needs to calm down, or he'll suffer from the vapors. Yes, I declare that Southern Belle Lindsey Graham might subject to haul off and suffer from the vapors. So, well, I guess to celebrate, Lindsey will find one of his favorite ball gowns to don to celebrate the minor tsunami that they've had. But burn, burn, way down the little Swanee River, far, far away. Lindsey Graham, who's never been married, he's been a bachelor all these years. He's been a bachelor. He just hasn't found the right woman. I'm sure he's got mirrors though, but he never found the right woman to settle down. So his marriage is to the United States Senate. Right after some cornbread and succotash, after he has the cook make him a mess of something, then he go. Oh man, I would love for Leslie Jordan to say that line. Why, Lindsey Graham? I thought I smelled vodka and regret. So, anyway, out of all the people who have commented about the election, my favorite face of disappointment is that of that Southern Belle, Lindsey Graham from the South. Yeah, just right from down yonder there in Georgia. No, not Georgia. Is it North Carolina? Yeah, from North Carolina. That Lindsey Graham. All right, so Mike Tyndall and his wife Zara, the tongue ring Tyndall, the Queen's granddaughter. I think that the next time they're together, that they may want to have a little conversation. But then again, maybe she don't care. He's in that I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, where they have little minor celebrities and social climbers and clout chasers. not to be confused with Lindsey Graham, I declare. Not to be confused with Lindsay, but every little ne'er-do-well and a mama finds themselves on the I'm a celebrity, get me out of here. And I do mean to tell you, it is like a freaky looking puppet show. I mean, the people that go on that thing, some of them look like they are just like I don't know, one chromosome shy of not even being human. Okay, I mean, they get some weirdos on that show. As a matter of fact, case in point, let me see if I can find uh suspect number one when it comes to weirdos. Let me see if I can find her. Yeah, this one. Which is really so sad. The people with the hate channels, they have like, especially Lady C. As far as I'm concerned, that's a hate channel. And Lady C routinely gets some huge numbers of people who wake up with this desire to hate. I don't understand that. The Fox network here in the U.S. is so. That's a little thing that I show. I just like to remind people that one of the former contestants of I'm a Celebrity tends to take on the appearance of a nickel when she turns sideways. See what I mean? There's a nickel, and there's Lady C. Not much daylight, is it? Lady C and the nickel. Not much daylight. It's an extraordinary, it's an uncanny resemblance, you must admit. Lady C and the nickel. I mean, you just couldn't make that up. Now, I wonder which is more value. Oh man. Anyway. So yeah, Mike Tyndall's on there. Now, this is where things get weird. Wait, let me make sure that this is proper before I share it. Wait, there's that. Okay, yeah, that looks good. I covered up the language that was used to describe that incident because I didn't want to get in trouble. But so Mike Tyndall thought it was such a big, funny joke to walk up. I don't know who this lady is or what she is to him, but she's certainly not Zara the tongue ring Tyndall. And he walks up behind her and he, grabs her. It's all a big funny thing that happened. And I believe she was one of the employees, not one of the contestants, but I believe she was like one of the producers or whatever. And he just walked up and grabbed her. And if this was not someone whose position in the royal family and of course their favor that they show him because he's like such a good old boy, for lack of a better word, then I don't know how this could have happened. I mean, it's just you would think that there would be more said about it, but for whatever reason, he seems to be under the umbrella of protection that is associated with the royal family. Um, he's in the club, and that what better proof that he's like favored upon than the fact that they didn't really call it for what it is, but um, I don't know how this is not more of a story. I just don't know. The last time somebody did anything remotely, um, as serious as this, I think the Queen had to get her checkbook out, right? I'm just kidding. That situation was way worse than this, but either way, it just shows the mindset. It really shows the mindset, and like I said, it's astounding that he can get away with this, and there's not much said about it. Um, so they're going to downplay it and pretend like it was no big deal, and then move on. It's just like anything to do with those. I still call them the Cambridges. Anything to do with that Cambridge couple is always downplayed. Like the late night at the club, and then there's William in the back seat looking all guilty. Nothing. It was just not a big deal. So I guess there's no reason to get one's nose out of joint. I waited to say that. I mean, why get one's nose out of joint? Before he got, well, I think that was an injury that he got from rugby. Before he fixed that nose, he would have to go around the corner to take a sniff. If he had to sneeze, he would have to literally turn his head around to the side so not to, you know what I mean? He's the only person that I know that can sneeze and get his back wet. So I mean, could you imagine riding in a car with him? You're in a car with him and he sneezes, and then all of a sudden the person next to him is the one, even though he puts the napkin up to his, or the Kleenex up to, or handkerchief up to his face, still somehow the person sitting next to him, they're the ones that get wet. None of it goes in. None of the droplets go into the handkerchief. It hits the person next to him. So but fortunately he's got his nose fixed and that no longer happens. But could you imagine him riding in the state Bentley with the Queen, and all of a sudden he has to sneeze and he forgets that it goes to the side? I'm just saying. I'm okay. I'm stretching the actual thing a bit, but it would be fun if that did happen. All right, Omid. Omid is a boss. You hear me? Omid is the master of his own destiny. He is a boss. Omid Scobie has been living his best life as of late. Now, I don't have a video to share with you, but I do have a bit of audio if you like to listen.
1992, a year so disruptive and damaging for the royal family that the Queen referred to it as annus horribilis during her speech marking 40 years on the throne. In a seemingly cursed year for the royals, the world watched on as a series of unfortunate events for the family unfolded. It was a year to forget for the royals, but not for Netflix, with season 5 of The Crown depicting these events again for all the world to see. Marriages collapsed, intimate personal photos hit the press, and Windsor Castle was quite literally up in flames by the end of the year. While much of the world focused on the marriage struggles of the Waleses, the rest of the family were in turmoil, as events in their personal lives wreaked havoc. In this episode, we'll be looking into how the rest of the family fared during this trying period, and how accurate the show's portrayal of a year which the Queen described, in her own words, as
not a year on which I shall look back with undiluted pleasure.
Okay, so there you have it. The Queen called it a horrible anus too, and she said, 1992 is not a year that I shall look back with undiluted pleasure. Henceforth, 1992 is not a year that I shall look back with undiluted pleasure. I imagine you wouldn't. I mean, what happened in 1992? Windsor Castle burned down, and three of her children were divorced. 3. And that was a rough year. But I tell you who is the very model of stability when it comes to marriage, and that's the other queen in the family. So I guess if there is something that we could take from this, is that queens know how to stay married. that's what I take from this, is that if you're a queen in that family, you're going to stay married. Everybody else is kind of up in the air. But all of the queens in the family, they tend to keep their partners. So um okay. Um oh. So yeah, as the rest of the media is like picking up the little scrapes left behind in the wake of Harry and Meghan leaving Narnia, there are some members of the press that seem to be expanding rather than contracting. Like for instance, as I said, you got Omid Scobie, who's not only on ABC, but he seems to have a very lucrative deal with Yahoo. And so, you guys, please make sure you go on Yahoo. And also, let me see, this was actually on YouTube. So, you have to support Omid Scobie because he's the only one that I know for sure. Yeah, it's on Yahoo UK. He's the only one that I know that give the Sussexes a fair shake. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the link for this particular report so that you guys can go and see it yourself. That is the link. And you can even see that clip of the Queen talking about the horrible anus. Okay, let me. Oh, there we are. So yeah, I will peg this to the top of the chat. And that way you guys can go and take a look at it yourselves. Okay? Okay. Wait, how does she say it? Okay? Oh, I can't do that. But I tried, but I can't do it. All right. There you have it. Oh no. I had fun today myself, Shirley. I am having a good time. It's something about the incredible edible egg that has seemed to tickle me to no end. So, as I said, I'm gonna try and watch The Crown tonight. I'm a little like overwhelmed because I know that it's like a lot to catch up to. Well, once I get into it, then I'm not gonna be good for anything for anybody. So I'm gonna do my best to watch that and discuss it with you guys tomorrow. But otherwise, guess what? We are done for today. We are done for today. And oh my goodness, 1 hour 23 minutes. Very good. I have managed to trim down my usual marathon sessions. And gosh, I slept really, really well last night. And I needed that. For some reason, I was kind of behind on my sleep. And as you know, as an overcaffeinated, chubby baby boomer, I always feel weird when I say I'm a little behind because then I, think about how wide the chair is. And I'm like, how could I possibly be a little behind? How could I possibly be a little behind? It just seems like a bit of an odd thing to say about myself. But I used to have a little behind, but guess I got a bit of a sweet tooth. All right, you guys, I had so much fun today, and I hope that you guys will hit that like button. And also, don't forget to share Royal Sussex with those you know and love. As a matter of fact, if there's somebody you don't like, that's a better reason to share it. if if there's somebody if it's somebody that you're at odds with, tell them, listen, you got to listen to Royal Sussex. Listen to it all the way through, and you just won't get it. So that's how you get even with people. Let me see. All right, I think we're good then. I'm not going to stay on long today. I need to get in there and watch The Crown. So, and Lucy Wynn, I am going to make sure that I take care of that. I'm going to try to post it on the community tab. But thank you for asking. So I will do that. I just felt weird about doing it, but I will. I will. So, I mean, because you guys are so nice to me, and I didn't want to get above myself. But if there's something extra that somebody wants to do, I won't discourage them. But I am humbled by the kindness and the generosity that has been shown by everyone who watches, listens, subscribe to Royal Sussex. So greatly appreciate it. That's it. That's it. Our last word of the day. Thank you, Iris. Peace and blessings, everyone, and stay safe. Absolutely. And thank you guys that voted yesterday. If you couldn't vote, don't worry. We'll talk about that another time. No guilt trips today. But if for some reason you were unable to, even if it's to protect your mental health, that always comes first. Well, thank you, Shirley. I just couldn't help but notice the resemblance between one of our founding fathers and of course that person. Oh man. Let me see. Oh, okay. Excuse me. So my sinuses is I'm having like what do you call it? Postnasal drip, and that's why I keep because it's like going back the other way. Maybe I should go to the person that fixed Mike Tyndall's nose. Maybe I should do that. I should go see his rhinoplasty doctor or whatever. Maybe I have a now that's a deviated septum right there. There are deviated septums, and then there's Mike Tyndall. So the typical deviated septum means that there's a problem with your nasal passage, but his deviated septum kind of reminds me of the on ramp of a freeway. His deviated septum looks like one of those ramps that you see like in a parking garage that kind of turn. That's what his deviated septum is. That's more than a deviation. Um, but he's gotten it fixed. Okay, so you can't come for him. He's got it. He repaired it. He found someone who managed to straighten it out. But before, part of his hearing was actually through the nose and not so much. He would hear through his nose and sneeze through his. he, would, he, he was listening to people. Like when people would talk, if their voice weren't loud enough, he kind of tilted his nose to them. But if he had to sneeze, it would come out of his left ear. So if yeah, so so he, so he was picking up sound. He was picking up sound through his nose and sneezing out of his left ear. Very odd, and that's why it was important for them to fix it. So, oh, hold on a second, you guys. Yep. Yes. You ready to fix it? Huh? Oh yeah, I did. I did. Okay. Okay, you guys. Sorry about that. So, I actually am about to have some maintenance work done. So, okay, you guys, I am finishing at just the right time. Ladarius Martin, hello. Thank you for being here. Okay, all right, you guys. Love you guys, and I will talk to you guys later. Again, I'm having maintenance, so I need to go and supervise, I guess, be a little troublemaker. All right, thank you guys. Love you, and I will see you all next time on Royal Sussex. Oh, yeah, no ginger events today.